siren sounds. We're underway in the MC Labour Division 2 qualifying final. It's Diamond Creek and South Morang. And it's Barra getting the first tap straight to Booth and straight to Marshall, who from a long range can go all the way for goal. Has just hit the right goalpost. What an electric start that would have been for the Creekers. He's kicked that one from a good 70 metres out. Vacant goal square. But it's an early behind for the Creekers there, one behind. South Morang yet to score, and they're going to get it back here through Donaldson. The kick out a bit errant there from South Morang. So Donaldson 60 out from home. He can go inside. It was opting for McLaughlin. It was punched away from him by Mitch Kalpakis. McLaughlin will have another crack. That kick this time smothered. And Triano will see that over the boundary line. What a start that would have been for Diamond Creek.
Red hot start from Diamond Creek, right out the centre, and there was a vacant goal square, as you said, even though the ball had just been thrown up and it wasn't far off, just hitting the slight edge of that left-hand goal post.
Boundary throw in, 35 out from the Diamond Creek goal. Van Zwenen getting hands on it, lost the footy. Here's Booth to the feet of Marshall. He couldn't control it. Jolly. And he'll be cleared away by the Lions, but that could be too wide as he was looking for Trow. Now he is. And be out of bounds on the full, so Creekers will regain possession through Donaldson, who's right in front of the South Morang bench, broadcast side. Donaldson's going to set this one up to the middle of the 50, and a good intercept from Mitch Kalpakis. And we can expect that quite a bit throughout today. Mitch Kalpakis, a wonderful intercept marker. He'll chip it short to Kobe Van Zwenen, and it wasn't 15, so he was forced to rush it, and Donaldson again coming in to intercept. So the Creekers will have another inside 50 entry. I reckon this is their fourth already. And we're barely 2 minutes into this qualifying final. This time to the top of the goal square he goes, just over the head of McLaughlin. And this time Deacon Kalpakis with the intercept mark. He's going to switch it across to his brother Mitch, who's in the back pocket on the outer side. He'll chip it short. Umpire says not 15 again. So the Lions have to clear their lines a bit errantly. Creekers with all the numbers, and Jack Empey coming to intercept. He's called to play on, and he wants to go inboard. This time he gets it to McLaughlin, who's on the corner of the centre square. Wind just starting to push up. McLaughlin now sends it inside 50. Another intercept. Deacon Kalpakis this time. So the Kalpakis brothers are grabbing them all at the moment. Now Van Zwenen, he's going to clear things away. He goes towards centre wing broadcast side, but the boundary line will beat Lansfield. And we'll have a boundary throw-in.
With Diamond Creek would probably be up to nearly 5 inside 50s already to start this match. It's just been in and out. They just need to find a way just to hit a target at the moment. There's been a few erred kicks.
Boundary throw in centre wing broadcast side. Tap from Jolly. Booth's going to read this first. Evades a couple of tacklers and is able to clear his lines, although it's a very high ball towards the inside 50 area. Bounces just in front of Pingree, who just got boot to ball. McLaughlin wanted that to be paid a mark, but it wasn't 15. Umpire said he had time to get rid of it. And a good tackle laid will allow South Morang to win the footy back here. So Max Hayes is going to go to Jolly. He just takes the mark. Van Zwenen wanted the run. He didn't get it. So it's a very high ball now towards half forward. You can see it hang in the air there. It's punched away. We'll have a boundary throw in between wing and half forward for the Lions. We're 3.5 minutes into the qualifying final.
Diamond Creek, you can already see their structure just forcing South Morang wide there, and that's what they can do really well, just forcing the ball to a contest and getting back into a stoppage.
Overrunning it was Ty Hall, couldn't pick up the footy. In there is Donaldson, looping handball to McLaughlin, has no support, tried to get it to Booth, and then Ty Hall intercepted it and was caught high. So it looks like Booth and Ty Hall will be the battle, which is fantastic. Triano getting the handball received, kicks it towards centre half forward. It's a 2-on-2, hung in the air, didn't quite get there for Dintino Sante. Diamond Creek to win the ball back here. Handball across here from Maloney. That one didn't get to a teammate. Still a chance for the Creekers, although it enters inside 50 for South Morang. I think they've won a free kick. Are they going to take advantage? Umpire actually, I think, has given this free kick to Diamond Creek for a hold. Now I'm unsure what's happening here.
I think it's a free kick to South Morang, to Josh Dintino Sante, but the umpire didn't play advantage there for South Morang, and the ball's been called back, and Dintino Sante will take it. His kick from just outside the 50-metre arc on about a 45-degree angle.
So we're getting an early look here of Joshua Dintino Sante. We know what he's capable of. Likes to kick plenty of bags of goals. This time he's going to set this up in the pocket, although maybe not the best option because Lansfield had 2 to beat, and the Creekers easily account for that, and we'll take that one for a boundary throwing.
Yeah, it was a 2-on-1. Wasn't really a smart kick, but it's not the worst result because it's probably outside his range slightly, and now it'll just be a throw-in.
So boundary throw-in incoming. Barrow does get the hands here. Coming in hard was Van Sweenan. Lost the footy. MP. Found a teammate in Randall who sold the can-do, and he would clear his lines towards centre wing broadcast side. 2-1-1 in favour of the Lions. Mitch Kalpakis got a hand onto it. He's White, confronted immediately by Ty Hall. Now it's Leonardis. His left foot kick smothered. Picked up again by the Creekers. That handball misses a teammate. Traianu tackled immediately by Tobin, and umpire says, "I'll have it, thanks." Although non-officiating umpire says it was a high tackle on Traianu, so he's going to win the free kick. True centre wing broadcast side. Fantastic winger this year for the Lions. Traianu kicks it inside 50. Lions have the numbers in this contest, but the umpire's found a hold, and I think it's going to the Lions. So an opportunity now on goal for Lansfield. He's going to be marched to about a 50 to 55 degree angle, but he's on the broadcast side, and we'll look for the first of the day.
Kicked the 4 goals last week against Diamond Creek, and he's got the 21 for the season from just his 9 games, so he's been a really potent goal scorer for the Lions.
Lansfield will kick from about 40 metres out on goal against the wind to get the first of the afternoon. He's worked that one absolutely beautifully, but maybe too much. It's gone right across the face of goal, and he's missed to the right-hand side. He was off and running, and now Lansfield's down, and I think he may have been hit. Umpires didn't see it. He's back on his feet. But it's one behind a piece, 6 3/4 minutes into the first term. And looks like you're going to have to really work this footy if you're kicking from the left forward pocket on the left-hand side. As the Creekers will look to exit defensive 50, they do clear their lines. Traianu in good spot. Jolly got a hand onto it. At the back of the pack here is a chance for East. They go down the line. Off hands on that occasion for Major. He'll try again, but the umpire says, "I'll have it."
Well, it looks like that wind could be a bigger factor than we might have speculated before that first quarter, before the start of the first quarter.
Barrow punches it into the corridor looking for McLaughlin. Van Zwenen got there first and got a hand onto it. And then losing the footies, Failer. And umpire says holding the ball. So great early pressure there from Jet McLaughlin, the 18-year-old. He's going to quickly kick this one inside 50. It's a beautiful kick as well. And getting on the end of it is Tom Baird. And now Diamond Creek will look to get the first. Picture perfect kick there from Jet McLaughlin.
Absolutely, and for an 18-year-old, he's been really great to start this first quarter. It's probably about his 3rd or 4th disposal, and just been able to lay a couple of tackles and really, really smart footy just to open the eyes and present to the leading Diamond Creek forward.
Just his 3rd senior game, looking for his first senior goal of the year, and he gets it. Splits the middle. And the first goal of the qualifying final goes to the Creekers. They're 1-1-7. South Morang are 1 behind. 8 1/4 minutes into the opening term. His first goal in over a year of footy, Tom Baird, in the senior level, but gets the first on the board for his side.
And a really important one as well. South Morang just won the territory battle a little bit in the last few minutes. So for Diamond Creek, probably their 6 or 7's forward 50 entry. To get that reward for effort would be really pleasing for Andrew Tranquilli and his men.
So Paul gets tossed up back in the middle. Barrow looking for Marshall. Marshall just couldn't control it at the last second. Jolly's handball didn't get to a teammate either. And it'll be cleared by Barnes. Spearing ball towards half forward. Doesn't bounce well for Major. Might still get on at the end of this tap. Cleaned up by Muscat. Kalpakis of Deacon, then Kalpakis of Mitchell gets it over to Leonardis, and then he's tackled over the line. They'll have a boundary thrown in front of the South Morang bench and Gary Hall.
Both Kalpakis brothers popping up everywhere at the moment in that defensive 50, just showing such surety for the South Morang defence.
Jolly almost got to Hall, be cleared instead here by DePropotis. Getting hands onto it was Randall, but now it's picked up here by the Lions, and away they go. Getting on the end of this footy is Lockie Potter. He sends it inside 50. It's going to be downfield. He was bumped just as he kicked it, Potter, and it's going to land for Lansfield, who will have his 2nd shot of the day, this time almost directly in front, 35 out. And the Lions can have the immediate response as we look towards the 10-minute mark.
It was a bit silly, ill discipline there from Diamond Creek because Potter had already kicked the ball and it was well and truly on its way inside the forward 50. And to give up such an easy scoring shot to a man like Lansfield, that's not something you want to do.
For goal number 22 in 2024, Lansfield comes in 35 metres out. Slight angle, no problems this time. Geez, the goal umpire had to really work, but it's all clear and the Lions level the scores through Josh Lansfield. 1-1-7 apiece, 10 and a quarter minutes gone first term. So both sides getting into it early.
Certainly are, and I think Josh Lansfield and the crowd had to hold their breath for a little bit there as the goal umpire went for a bit of dramatic effects running past the goalpost. But it's an arm wrestle, as we'd expect to start this match between two teams. It was so evenly matched, but both teams being able to show some of their better footy so far to start this first quarter.
Back in the middle, Barrow got it over to Booth, but it'll be cleared away here by Jolly in the line. So it's a bouncing ball that Potter can get to first. He's got this great burst of speed, but the Creekers now, through weight of numbers, should win this ball back. Great spin coming from Mitch Dale, and then with the left foot he goes in ball with the kick, and he gets a good one over to Tobin. So Tobin will take the mark. He's still too far out from home. Sends it inside 50. Ty Hall getting a hand onto it. Now away goes South Morang. DePropolis in the middle of the ground to a standing Jolly. Back to DePropolis, who kept running. He enters inside 50 for the Lions. Looking for Lansfield. Didn't get to him. Intercepted by Brenton Keating. And he switches it to the near side. It's Andrew White coming back into the team today. He finds Mitch Dale, almost true centre wing broadcast side. He just slows things down, does Mitch Dale. Decides to chip it down the line. Very poor kick. Read immediately by Kobe Van Zwienen, who takes a bounce and sends it inside 50. He's looking for a teammate and he finds one. And I think that's John Christidis who takes the mark. In fact, it's Dintin Osante, who had just great forward craft to get in front. And he'll look for a shot on goal.
And South Morang have certainly looked a better side in this first quarter, just being able to transition the footy. That's the second or third time they've been able to get the ball and really look to endeavour and move the ball quickly, and they're getting their hands on it quite a lot at the moment. And
Dintin Osante will come in from directly in front, kicking from 45 metres out. He opens up the angle and has missed that one heavily. That wind taking it all the way out of bounds on the full. And it looks like that is going to be a very tough side of the ground to kick goals from today.
Certainly does, because in Lansfield and Dinton and Osante, those are their two major goal threats this afternoon, and they both had pretty arid shots at goal thus far.
So they clear their lines, the Creekers, but it's going to actually be one back here by South Morang. So they want a free kick here in the middle. There's just a halt of play for a second. Now the Lions will send it back inside 50. Chipping ball. Gets over the head of quite a few. Umpire says, I'll take it. We're inside 50 for the Lions.
Could be the case that the Lions might have to look to kick the ball a bit deeper inside that forward 50 because of that wind to get a bit more easier scoring shots, but that may work in the hands of Diamond Creek.
Barrow got the handball away, Camburis, and then now they'll clear their lines of Creekers, although that one wasn't a great one by Maloney. Jolly allowing themselves to win the footy. Now a chance here for South Morang. Dribbler towards goal. Last line of defence there was Keating, but he's given it straight to Josh Dintin Osante. And he'll have another crack on goal. They may need to account for the wind. I reckon he might have to aim for the left behind post, just with how much this wind might affect shots going down that line.
Well, he has a sample size now. It's been I think the fourth set shot of this match for South Morang.
You can hear it in the effects mic as Josh Dintin Osante comes in to take his kick. As we said at the start of the broadcast, an outstanding season for Coburg. Can he get one on the board here for the Lions? He's worked that one excellently. And South Morang hit the front for the first time this afternoon. They're 2-1-13. Diamond Creek a 1-1-7, 14 and a half gone first term, and an early confidence booster for the star forward.
Well, yeah, he settled back brilliantly into this South Morang side, has Josh Dintin Osante, and he's got the ball quite a number of times already in that forward 50, and it's worrying signs because is the one player in this ground you don't want to allow to have the freedom in that forward 50, because he will take his opportunities.
So Dintino Sante gets the goal. We're back in the middle. Be cleared here by Diamond Creek. Bounced well for Pingree, who snaps immediately inside. Mitch Kalpakis takes another intercept mark, but it was a touched ball, so he opts to go here towards the broadcast side. Well, a bounce for Traianu. He tries to tap it to his advantage. I reckon he's worked that one out well. He has. Got the handball inboard to a teammate on that occasion with Teague Van Zwienen. Back to Leonardis now. Left foot ball. Actually kicked into Robinson in the end. And the umpire will have it right on centre wing broadcast side.
Now, South Morang have definitely had a really strong 5 minutes of football. Diamond Creek need to just find a bit of possession because they're struggling to get clean hands on it at the moment.
Barnes at the bottom of the pack, ricochets towards the boundary line here. Pingree, front spot. Can he keep this ball in play? Trani right on his hammer. Got the handball away to Barnes. He just keeps it in play. Marked by Leonardis, not 15. Handball in ball works a beauty to the prophetess. Bouncing ball towards half forward. Not picked up here by MP. Randall coming for support. Can't get that footy out. And we'll have a ball up 45 out from the Lions goal. 16 minutes gone, first term. Kriegers with the opener. South Morang with the next two. Included their two star forwards and Josh Lansfield, Josh Dintino Sante. Kane Hall doing some ruck work, got a hand onto it. Umpire says a high contact free goes the way of South Morang. So James Hewson then just going back on his line. Chipped it short. Can he get to Dintino Sante? Did get hands onto it. Krieger's numbers everywhere. They can't control the footy though. Marshall under pressure, but he was caught high in that tackle, so the Kriegers can reset. So under a bit of pressure here, you feel like, this Diamond Creek defensive half to start. That kick works okay, and Baird lost that one in the sun, allowed Deacon Kalpakis to win the footy back. Lions with possession to Prophetess in the middle of the ground. Looked for the handball receive, had to go all the way back to Deacon Kalpakis, and he has to go all the way back to Muscat, who chips it in board. Didn't quite get to a South Morang player. Picked up by Pingree. Pingree left foot ball inside 50. Opportunity, and mark taken inside. And we'll see an opportunity, I think, for Jarvis, yes. Daniel Jarvis will have an opportunity.
Daniel Jarvis, who's kicked the 28 goals from his 15 games this season. Kicked one in the first quarter last week, and Diamond Creek will be happy to have the ball in his hands because South Morang were really applying some pretty intense pressure there.
So Daniel Jarvis now for his 120th senior goal from 40 metres out, and he swung it back well. And scores are level again. 2-1-13 apiece. It's been a great season for Daniel Jarvis in Diamond Creek colours. 15 goals last year, but that's his 29th of the season now, and it's been a pretty potent forward for him.
Certainly has, and South Morang will be a bit disappointed there because they had a number of opportunities to really put another goal on Diamond Creek. Certainly their tackling pressure has been immense to start this first quarter, really making a statement.
Ball gets tossed up, doing some ruck work now. He's Bryce East for Diamond Creek. Can hear the win in the effects mic, but the Lions win it forward. Bouncing ball, who will it favour? Chance there off the ground from Davies. And the Creekers just want to kill the footy, and they do. And we'll have a boundary throw in deep inside 50 for the Lions. They just seem to be panicking a bit more inside defensive 50 Diamond Creek compared to South Morang, who are a bit more calm and a bit more measured with their exits as the boundary throwing comes back in. Tap and a snap-on goal from Lansfield in the ruck. Still might work out here for Ty Hall. Misses to the right. So behind for the skipper of the Lions. He takes the score to 2-2-14. Diamond Creek at 2-1-13. Not far away here from time on in this first term. The Creekers who clear it away. Umpire tells Diamond Creek to move it along, and I'll kick it towards the broadcast side. Pingree can fly from the back and went way over his head. Almost a chance for Baird. He got there first. Handball intercepted. Ty Hall, Kobe Van Zwienen, Traianu has to handball all the way back, and they've got numbers here, although that kick wasn't great, and read well by Major, who just double-fisted forward, but Deacon Kalpakis is there. Gets it to brother Mitch. And they're going to switch that one across. That's a very, very dangerous ball for Sidhu. He's got a lot of work to do. Might just have to absorb the tackle here, and he does well. But, gee, there was some dangerous signs there for the Lions in defence.
A really unlucky bounce for Sidhu there. Just would have had a heart-dropping moment as that ball bounced at a 90-degree angle.
So Brown has to clear it away. Went straight to McLaughlin. Sidestep, still keeps his feet, but then lost the footy with the kick. Still has a chance as McLaughlin. Just got the boot to ball. And we'll have another boundary throw inside 50.
And McLaughlin putting together a really impressive first quarter here. Getting his hands on the footy again and really making a statement for an 18-year-old playing in such an intense finals match.
Boundary throw in. Tap from Major. Umpire says, I'll have it again. This time will be a ball up. About 25 out from the Creekers' goal, who trail this contest by just a point at the moment. Jolly did well to get a leap. And a boot to ball coming on that occasion from Booth, but he's missed to the right-hand side. And scores a level again at 2-2-14 apiece. 21-minute mark now of the first quarter.
And South Morang have been the better side so far in this first quarter, just being able to transition the football out of their defensive 50. So Diamond Creek normally well commended for their defensive structure. Let's see how it fares here.
So it'll be Ben Muscat to clear things for the Lions. He goes wide, has Hall of the Thai variety leaps, didn't take the mark. Leonardis now finds Mitch Kalpakis, doesn't have many options, so just gets boots a ball, but it is all Diamond Creek here except Jolly. He was the only Lions player there, but it held up in the wind well for him to take the mark. Now he wants to go towards the pocket, which is a 2-on-1 in favour of Diamond Creek. It might not matter for Dintin Osante, who comes in and kicks an absolute beauty. Well, that's the talent on display from Josh Dintin Osante. He kicked the goal of the day so far. He's kicked his second of the match. And the Lions move to 3-2-20. Diamond Creek 2-2-14. 22 minutes gone. First term. And that is forward craft to a tee from Josh Dintin Osante.
It's brilliant play from the Lions. And Josh Dintin Osante absolutely threatening to have a day out here. Just looking so threatening every time he gets his hands on the ball. And the Lions have just done so well repeatedly, just with their handball chains, when in transition, just having a really great composure at moving the ball through the ground, just getting through that Diamond Creek pressure, and they're getting a lot of reward at the moment.
Back in the middle, a star forward with 2 goals. Jolly there in the middle, Booth got the hand away to a teammate, and the Creekers do get the clearance towards half forward, but plucking that one and taking a good mark is Teague Van Zwenen. He'll just settle things down at the half-back. Wants to go towards the broadcast side. Not a great position for Lansfield. Almost landed for him in the end. Andrew White overruns the footy. Chance here for the Lions, but Randall there to pick up support. He got it over to Marshall, who couldn't pick it up cleanly. The Lions are relentless in attack. Now Lansfield tried to kick it off the ground, missed the ball completely, and the umpire will call for a ball up.
And you can see just that pressure that the Lions are bringing and just causing uncharacteristic errors from Diamond Creek. They're a little bit rattled at the moment.
Umpire says we'll have it again. We're between wing and half forward for South Morang, who lead this contest by 6 points. Kicked 3 of the last 4 goals after conceding the first major. It'll be Jolly and Barrow again. Jolly holding his own here, but Barrow getting the tap straight to Booth, who just gets boots the ball as approaching the boundary line. And on the second attempt, Pingree takes the mark, centre wing broadcast side. Pingree assessing plenty of options. Decides to drive it deep inside 50. Almost got to a forward, but McLaughlin with a terrific tackle. And he'll win the footy. The tackle there on his South Morang opponent. And now the Northern Knights prodigy will look for his first of the afternoon from a 45-degree angle.
He's kicked the 10 goals this season and been in the best for 5 of his 8 senior games. So it just shows his pedigree at just 18 years of age.
McLaughlin will come in. Will kick from just inside the paint of 50. Well, it started way right. And that one missing to the right-hand side. So Diamond Creek now moves to 2-3-15. South Morang at 3-2-20. Almost 25 minutes gone in this opening term. The Lions will look to move things out again. It's Deacon Kalpakis with ball in hand. He'll play on, and again, they'll opt to go towards the broadcast side. An absolute floater of a kick. Leonardis did well to get a hand onto it. Mitch Kalpakis has to handball back to a teammate, and then that kick's going to be too wide for Jolly, so out of bounds on the full is the call. And Jacob Booth will get possession again. So not long to go, you would think, before quarter time. As Booth, another float of a ball inside 50, almost got to Baird. At the back is Teague Van Zwienen, found Deacon Kalpakis. And with the left boot, he clears it again. Almost got to Jolly. Booth get hands onto it again. Camburis in there, Empey. Almost a chance for Donaldson. In the way is Ty Hall, just got the ball away. And did well to get it over to the Prophetess. And then the Lions now. Another high ball towards centre wing broadcast side. Jolly underneath, didn't take the mark. And he's forced just to lay to tackle instead. For a stoppage.
Jolly just did really well in 2 passages of play there, just to bring the ball to ground. Went outnumbered by Diamond Creek defenders.
Barrow got the tap, and he won a free kick anyway for a hold against Liam Jolly. So Barrow then called to move it on. So Barrow to the top of the goal square, inside 50, and the Creekers almost grabbed the mark there on that occasion, but just couldn't clunk it on the third attempt, and yet another stoppage is coming up. So we're about 25 out from the Creekers' goal. They trail by 5 points late in this first term, and a blocking free kick I think is going to go to the Lions. It is. So Liam Jolly, who's been more than serviceable so far, in place of Nathan Stefano, who of course is currently injured in this Lions outfit. Jolly sends it to the Lansfield direction and takes a really nice one-on-one grab over Joel Randall. Lansfield in front of his bench. Mitch Kalpakis telling him to calm down, which would tell me there's only moments remaining now in this opening term. He goes down the line. All Creekers here. Nearly doing well was Davies. Ty Hall got it. Just got handball away. Booth. He's just tackled by Bailey Brown, and we'll have another ball up.
Tackling pressure of South Morang has been great in this first quarter. They're looking to make a statement.
Rucks go at it. Barrow gets the hands. There's been a hold free kick. I think it's going to Brown. It is. So Brown right in front of our commentary position. Traianu gets the handball receive. And then a high ball. Dintino Sante can fly from the side. What an excellent contested mark. And he is on song early in this qualifying final. He's looking for a third in this opening term. And it's going to come on the quarter time siren. So Joshua Dintino Sante has been excellent so far. And he can kick a third and extend this South Morang margin at the first change. The start is approached. Probably kicks this one from the paint of 50. 30-degree angle likely to speak of. Dintino Sante comes in. He's worked that one brilliantly again. No problems. And he's making a mark in this qualifying final. His third goal of the first term. And South Morang will take a handy 11-point lead into quarter time. 4-2-26. Diamond Creek 2-3-15. And